In today's video, we are going to be talking about all of your autumn workwear essentials. Autumn is my favorite season to dress for, whether it be for work or off duty. It is totally my jam. And typically in the past, when I've put together these autumn workwear videos, it's always been towards the end of the autumn season where I reflect on my most worn autumn pieces. But what use is that going to be to you at the end of autumn? And so I've reflected on all of the pieces that I typically reach for during this sort of transitional season. I've put together what I think are the essential items. These are the items that I will be relying on for this autumn anyway, so I'm going to be talking you through them. I have a rack here of some solid autumn workwear basics, as well as some outerwear pieces. I've also got footwear here that I'm going to talk you through because there is a bit of a transition from summer to autumn. So let's get cracking. We're going to start off with basics, and I know that this is a bit of an evergreen sort of year-round suggestion, but I can't not include this because I do wear this quite a bit during the autumn, and it is just, you know, a stock standard crew neck t-shirt. And I'm not going to talk too much about this because I've constantly been yapping about this across my channel and my blog posts. It's my Arket crew neck t-shirt. I'm sure you guys have your own crew neck t-shirts that you rely on. I really love this. I've got this in about 7 different shades, like 7 different shades of white and ivory. Yes, because I'm crazy. But this is a solid basic for me. I really love the neckline of this one. I think that it's amazing quality. I think that a crew neck t-shirt is something that you are always going to rely on, even in autumn. Now, to transition from summer to autumn, I think that the workwear basics that I start to rely on a little bit more heavily during this season are my knitwear pieces. And knitwear doesn't just refer to the jumpers and the cozy sweaters that you throw on over your t-shirts and things like that. I love knitwear tops, and I have a few here that I rely on quite a bit during the autumn season. Now, my go-to absolute OG knitwear top that I constantly recommend in my autumn workwear videos isn't hanging up because I actually store this folded in one of my drawers. It is also from Arket, and it is the Arket merino wool top. This is really thin, it's really fitted, but it's incredibly well made. It's breathable, merino being like a thermo-regulating fabric. I just think that it's just an amazing top. I really love the fit of this one, and I have this one in about 7 or 8 different colors because I really like it. It's a crew neck style, it layers beautifully under a jacket, and it's just perfect for this transitional season. So this is a go-to. I've just got the chocolate brown one here, but I've got it in many other colors as well. Now, as much as I love this Arket top, which I think is a very sensible knitwear option, I've also got some stylish ones here as well, and they are from Kwan, who has been a recent discovery of mine, particularly in the last 12 months. I've got a top here that I picked up recently in the sample sale, but it is a new season style for the brand. This is a beautiful sort of boat neck style tank. Kwan just understands the female form. The way that it drapes and sits on the body is just amazing. This top is very simple, as you can see. The color is also just a lovely neutral, but it looks incredibly stylish with a midi skirt or a pair of tailored trousers. That's how I've been enjoying wearing this top. That is another recommendation for your autumn workwear rotation. And for another style that I've seen quite a bit in high street stores, it is just a polo knit top. So this is one that I've also bought from Kwan. I think that the collar adds a little bit of structure, adds that a little bit of business, particularly to your workwear. I've enjoyed wearing this in the summer as well, where I don't wear a blazer on top. I just wear this with a midi skirt, and I think that it looks dressy enough to go to the office. But this is one that I will definitely layer under a blazer as the weather gets a little bit cooler, as it is now. And I've just got it in just a basic white color, which obviously is just one of those easy colors that'll go with everything. Now, as you can see as well, the cut of this is just very beautiful, very stylish. It's fitted, but it's incredibly flattering. So Kwan is definitely a brand that you will see on this rack, particularly in the knitwear category. I've been really enjoying her pieces lately. And the last basic, just to round out this section, is what I'm wearing at the moment. It is my shirt. I'm wearing this white shirt from Power of My People. It's made from premium cotton. I've had this guy in my wardrobe now for a couple of years, and I really love it. It is my favorite white shirt in my wardrobe. In fact, all of the shirts that I have from Power of My People are the best quality shirts that I've ever owned. So it's a Canadian brand. Everything is just very considered in the way in which they make things. I have a discount code as well, so I'll pop that in the description section below. And it always size up in my Power of My People shirts. So I have this in a size medium, and I just love being able to sort of fold up the sleeves. You've seen this guy on my Instagram feed many times. I really enjoy wearing this, and so this is definitely one of my autumn workwear go-tos. Now, the next category of autumn workwear essentials would be dresses. And I've got a couple of knit dresses that I think are excellent additions to your autumn workwear rotation. The first one is a knit dress from, have a guess, from Kwan. This is one of their signature knit dresses. This is the Penelope dress. They've also got a long sleeve version, but as a petite person, I find that the long sleeve version is a little bit overwhelming on me. I think the sleeves are a little bit too long. Unfortunately, it doesn't agree with my proportions, but the short sleeve one is fantastic. When I tried this on, I was initially apprehensive that it would would be a little bit too long on me because I'm only 5'2", but this is perfect. It is just the most amazing, easy dress, no fuss. It's one of those throw on and go type situations where you just chuck it on and you immediately look put together. So similarly to the polo knit top that I've got, this is just the polo knit dress version. You've got that element of structure. The piping adds a little bit of something, and this is just an incredibly flattering cut. I have this one in the size 8. It drapes the female form like you wouldn't believe. It's really flattering, and on the Anaquan website, they've also got it modeled in various sizes as well, so that you have a little bit more of an idea as to how it might fit on your frame. But I think that these are just incredible pieces. Premium knitwear, I know that they do carry a bit of a hefty price tag, and I've been very pleased with these. I think that they have been worth every cent. And the next dress that I have in my wardrobe is one that I think a lot of OG people might recognize. This is a piece that I've had in my wardrobe for 6 years now, I believe. It's in my profile picture. It's everywhere. It is one of my favorite knit dresses ever. This is from Reese. It is their knit dress that is one of their signature designs. They constantly release it in different colors. This year, thankfully, they have re-released it in this taupey shade, and I love this color. I think that it is so flattering. It doesn't have very much hanger appeal, I appreciate, and I'm okay with that because once you put it on, it's just transformative. The arms are really slim. It's quite loose on the body, but it all comes into a fitted sort of pencil skirt design here, and you can adjust it so that it's a little bit high-waisted. Like, it's just quite flexible in the way in which you can style it. I really love this. I've worn this to weddings as well because I find that it's got that really lovely blank canvas appeal. You can just accessorize with it. It looks great with a pair of pumps. It looks great with a pair of flats. It's one of those unicorn dresses that works with everything. Now, the reason why I love wearing this for work so much is that when I'm getting ready in the morning, it's always a massive rush trying to get not just me, but my kids ready as well and drop them off at school. I find that this is just one of those pieces that I just throw on and I look like I've got my life together. And it always makes me feel confident, particularly when you want to channel that when you're in the office. So this is just one of my favorite workwear pieces ever. I love that anytime the autumn season begins, I start to wear this again. This is very much an autumn dress for me. Now, sizing wise, I have this one in a size small, but I could have sized down to an extra small in this. And so I'm normally a size Australian 8, and I think that this is just a little bit on the oversized side of things, but have a look at the size guide. They might have changed things slightly, but I have the size small, and that is the size that you'll see in all of the imagery that appears, the many, many photos that I have worn this dress in. Now, in the past, I've received some comments from a lot of you about the price tag of this one, particularly because it's not made of 100% wool. This is made of like a blend of some man-made fibers as well as some wool in there. And I think that it's done that way so that it doesn't pill and it lasts a little bit longer. But now that I've had this guy for 6 years, like, I definitely understand why they've chosen to go with that fabric composition, but I fully appreciate it. I think back in the day when I bought it, it was almost $500. I'm pretty sure that the price tag isn't that high now. I think that they've readjusted it. And so lucky you guys, I bought it at the higher price tag so that you didn't have to. So this one I would hand on heart recommend. I love, 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 love this piece. Let's move on to bottoms now, and I've only got one midi skirt to recommend. Midi skirts is definitely an area of my wardrobe that I'm looking to expand. I'm just trying to find some more fun sort of shapes and things like that. But I have one here that has been like a classic style that I've loved wearing. This is one that I bought from COS a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago now. And I'm pretty sure this style you can find everywhere. I always link similar ones whenever I wear this one, but this has been an incredible addition to my wardrobe. It's nice and high-waisted. It's made of a really lovely wool fabric. I think that if you do get a midi skirt, make sure you find something that is made of like a wool material so that it is breathable. It'll last a little bit longer. This one has been something that I've even worn over the summer just because of its like breathing qualities. But I love the shape of an A-line midi skirt, particularly because you can style it with boots, and I think that it looks quite feminine and work appropriate. That like a midi black skirt is definitely something that I would happily recommend. It's currently sharing a hanger with my brown trousers from Femme as well, which I think are almost selling out. So that's something that I would recommend too, but it's seasonal. So I hate featuring seasonal things and then you guys get upset because it sells out. But Femme is another brand that I would recommend. Now for trousers, aside from the ones that I just touched on then just by accident because they were sharing a hanger, I have two styles that I've constantly been wearing over the past few years. The first is a pair from the Frankie shop, and these are the B pants, which have been a constant recommendation recommendation of mine on my blog and on my YouTube channel for the past 4 or 5 years. I'm losing track of years. I've been doing this for a while. I have these trousers. They're a lovely high-waisted style. I've had these trousers for a few years and I've got them in 2 other colors. I've got them in a tan shade and I've got them in a chocolate brown shade. And I had them all tailored so that they would be ankle trousers on me, just to have a little bit more practicality about it. Now that I'm in my full length pant era, I have a little bit of regret about getting them tailored to the ankles. I kind of wish that I got them tailored so that they would be full length, but that's okay because I've got other full length styles at my disposal as well. But I really do think that this style is an excellent workwear staple because they look tailored, they're really high-waisted. I think they look incredibly smart. The fabric is not as premium as you would anticipate, I think, for the price tag, but I think that they are quite long wearing. And so it's mainly made of like a poly blend, but they are incredibly comfortable and they're very durable. Like, I don't baby these. Like, I wear these to work. Sometimes I walk into the office from home and I've worn these for years and they really just look new. There's nothing wrong with them. And so I think this style pant is the one that sort of set me in motion to falling in love with pants from the Frankie shop. I have another pair of cargo trousers from the Frankie shop as well, the Mesa pant, which I really love wearing. But in terms of like autumn workwear, basic staples, I think the B pant is one that you cannot go wrong with. I really like these. Now for another workwear staple that I think is excellent, and this isn't just an autumn sort of centric staple, this is a year-round staple for me. They are pants from The Fold, and I really love their clever crepe fabric because it's really breathable, it's really travel friendly, particularly if you're traveling for work. It's wrinkle resistant, it's machine washable. I think smart workwear made out of fabrics that are easy to care is something that's very important, particularly if you live a busy lifestyle. This is made of a triacetate fabric, which has a really flowy quality about it, but I've had these pants in my wardrobe for years and they look completely new. I've got them in white. You constantly see them on my feed. Those are my top 2 trouser recommendations. They also give off a really lovely tailored high-waisted vibe, which is very much my jam because I find that you can wear this style with the most basic of tops and you just look very put together. So a bit of structure, a bit of flow, a bit of tailoring. You just can't go wrong. Now I haven't got any blazers on my rack just because blazer is a bit of a no-brainer. So I haven't included that here. I've got a lot of autumn outerwear options though, because this is the time where you can whip them out and you can start strutting around in them. I love a jacket. I love layering. I think it's one of my favorite things to do in terms of like having a play with my personal style. And so wearing these transitional season jackets is one of my favorite things. Just assume that a blazer is part of it as well. Now the first style that I've got here is a cropped trench coat. This is a new one from Sportscraft, which is lovely and boxy and oversized. This is made of like a water resistant fabric as well. I also love my Arquette trench coat, which is one of my favorite short trench coats in my wardrobe. That one's not made of a weather resistant fabric. This one is, and so depending on where you live in the world will depend on what is a more practical option for you. But because this is a new one and because I really quite love the warmth of the color, I wanted to feature this one. I've been really enjoying this one. It's quite practical as well because it's got pockets. It's a really stylish option with like the wind flap. It's even got all of the details that you would expect on a proper trench coat, all of the buckles and things like that. This is a very lovely option. The next 2 styles that I've got are my vintage Burberry MAC coats, which I recently picked up in Japan. I think any opportunity I have to feature these, I'm featuring them at the moment because I'm so in love with them. This is like the best souvenir I've ever brought back from an overseas trip, noting that I don't go overseas often. I think when I went to Japan, that was like the first time in 7 years, but let's just flex the fact that I'm a travel person. So these ones I picked up overseas for about 220 Australian dollars each. And I just love how they're a bit oversized. I love that you can layer. I have no idea whether these are women's or men's, but I tried them on and I really liked how they sat on me, and it's autumn now, so I can wear them. So hooray, hooray for me. And for a stock standard, excellent everyday trench option, I've got the Suzanne Scott trench, which is hugely popular. I know that a lot of people have this. I know that a lot of people enjoy it. This one is made of quite a heavy duty premium twill fabric. It doesn't have a weather resistant vibe about it. Now, something to note about this is when I've been caught in the rain in this, the water just absorbs into the fabric. And so I won't wear this when it is raining. I will probably wear something that is treated like a raincoat. I've got other raincoats and things like that, but that is something that to note, because I know that other trench coats are designed to be worn in the rain, but this isn't. Having said that, it's a very stylish piece. It comes in at roughly 10% of the price of a Burberry trench coat, which, you know, compare anything to a Burberry trench coat and everything is very cheap and reasonable, but this still carries quite a premium price tag for a contemporary label. But having worn it now for a couple of autumn seasons, I recommend this one and I really like this one. Now onto footwear, and a pair of shoes that I'm so excited to wear now that autumn has started are my Gucci loafers, which I have avoided over summer. I don't wear them in the summer because it's way too hot, and I don't wear socks with these guys as well. So now that the weather has cooled down, welcome back. I've had these guys for about 3 years. I really love them. I love how they just elevate the simplest of outfits. I got these resoled so that I wouldn't slip in them, and they're incredible. I see myself wearing these for many, many years to come. I love them for work, but I also love them for off duty. I think they're an excellent pair of autumn shoes. And now for my most comfortable pair of work heels ever. I've got a pair of kitten heels from Ally Shoes. It's a New York City based brand, and these are so awesome. They've got all of this padding on the inside and this arch support. There's like a toe bed inside there. I've yapped on about these shoes many a time. I've even got a dedicated video about my Ally shoe styles. This is my top pick for the most comfortable style, and I also think that they're quite beautiful with the little kitten heel. Now, a pair of chocolate brown kitten heels is very autumnal, don't you think? And I really love wearing these in the autumn, although I wear them year round, really. I have a discount code for these as well, which I'll pop in the description section below for those of you that are keen to nab these with a little bit of a discount. And I've reviewed these in detail on the blog as well, with much imagery to accompany recommendation. So these are excellent. I've got 2 more pairs of work shoes before I wrap up this video. Now for a true autumn workwear footwear recommendation, I've got my RM Williams boots, which again have been in my wardrobe for many, many years. I love these boots so much. Now I've had these for 5 years and I have never ever performed any maintenance on these. I don't know whether that reflects poorly on me, but I think it reflects very well on the shoe because they are incredibly well made. Now RM Williams boots are iconic in Australia. They were originally designed as the everyman boot, but they very much carry a luxury price tag now. They are incredible, incredibly well made, and they're made to last forever. I opted for the rubber sole of these ones. I've got a full review of these on my blog. These are featured in many YouTube videos as well, but the rubber sole is incredibly durable. I also am very clumsy. I don't like slipping and falling. I tend to slip and fall just on flat pathways. So the rubber sole I would recommend if you are inclined like me, but these are incredible. I've got them in the brown. They also come in the black, but they're very iconic with all of the design features that they have. Because I have performed zero maintenance, as you can see, there are a few little scuffs and scratches, but I kind of think that it's like character building. I'm okay with it. My husband has a pair of these boots as well, and he actually properly maintains his. So I've got all of the gear. I just haven't done it yet. It's all at home, ready for me to sort of perform the maintenance. But in terms of durability and quality, I think that these are excellent. I also love how easy they are to style. I think they look great with skirts. I think they look great with trousers. They're incredibly easy to style, and I think that they look great. My final shoe recommendation is a pair of tall boots. These are from Ally Shoes. This is how I store it, by the way, with all of the tissue paper and the cardboard, just to make sure it maintains its shape. These are incredible. They've got a very sensible mid-heel, and I love the fact that they look dressy, they look really stylish, but they're incredibly comfortable as well. I love wearing these with my midi skirt. I think that they look really stylish, and with dresses as well. I think that they're great. I cannot wait to wear my tall boots more during the autumn. I'm going to make more of an effort to wear these too, just because I really love them, because I very much can just wear my RM Williams boots and my loafers all the time, but I like the variety that this provides anyway, and also the additional boost of height as well without compromising on comfort. And so tall boots, very much looking forward to embracing a lot more during the autumn season. These I highly recommend because they are incredibly comfortable. That's a wrap on my autumn workwear wardrobe essentials. It's a bit of a mouthful. These are the pieces that I always gravitate towards whenever it's the transitional season, so I hope that this has helped those of you that are looking to curate a more useful, a more practical, functional autumn workwear wardrobe. If you have any questions, then pop them in the description section below. I will also make sure that I have everything that I've featured linked in the description section below for you, with sizing as well. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe to my channel as well as to my newsletter, where you will get subscriber only content, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.